England versus Belgium, my thoughts on the game, and scoring the players. Let's start off with a little bit of general stuff and Southgate, some of his decisions. Made a few notes here. The 5-2-3, I liked that the wing backs were pushing on a little bit more than usual because it really did look like 5-2-3, really similar to what Steve Bruce is trying to play at Newcastle, and that is not what we want to see. So I was impressed today. I noticed from the first 10-15 minutes that them wing backs were pushing on nice and high in the opposition's half, and that really got us on the front foot. But at the same time, once they got into our half, we did filter back into that back five. So they did what they needed to do at the right times. So off the ball, I thought the system worked really well, and really the structure was quite good defensively. What let us down really was the two individual mistakes that cost the goals. Going forward, slightly different story. Although we had plenty of possession, with Grealish looking really exciting in that hole, we just didn't really create much. It just didn't seem right. We didn't really seem like there was anyone to really get in behind. So if this was me personally, what I would do, I wouldn't have that three across the middle. I would have three in the centre mid just to keep us a little bit more solid. And then we've got one extra striker to run in behind off Harry Kane, and the stretch game a little bit to give Grealish that little bit more space. That's my personal opinion. That's probably what I would do. It probably looks more like a 3-5-2 than a 3-2-3. Yeah, let's have a look, see what I've put here. Some of his changes. I thought Winks was a strange one because we were already keeping possession quite well anyway, and it was just really he keeps hold of the ball a little bit better, but it didn't really change anything that much. And then when he brought on Sancho and Calvert-Lewin, I thought, oh yeah, this would be nice. I did change it up a little bit because it wasn't really working going forward, but no, like for like, it suggests to me that he just didn't have a plan B. Like he could have made some nice subtle changes, what I suggested before, or something else along them lines. But yeah, it suggested to me he didn't have any idea how to really change it. On to the players. First of all, Pickford. His distribution was good. Whether it's that short or long, I was impressed with that. He didn't really have that much to do. He made a couple of saves in the second half, but the 2 goals really, 2 shots, 2 goals. So I can't really give him much of a rating. 5. He didn't have much to do. 2 shots, 2 of them went in. So yeah, I'm gonna give Pickford a 5. Onto the defenders. Kyle Walker, I thought he pushed into midfield well, but he doesn't really have that same creativity as an actual midfielder. So when he gets there, he doesn't really have that subtlety in his passes. Like you can read him, what he's going to do. Like you watch him from the side, like you can tell exactly what he's going to do just by his body language. He's not really subtle in anything that he does. And especially in the first half, he gave the ball away too often. Yeah, I just jotted down there what I said a second ago. He's just got no disguise to what he's going to do. So if he was to step into midfield, then yeah, it's give us some extra numbers, but it's not really the same as having an actual centre midfielder in there. Dyer, oh wait, I've got to give him the score. He didn't really do anything wrong, so I'll give him a 6. Eric Dyer, he gave the ball away for the goal. First half he gave the ball away a few times, I noticed. Other than that, the defence as a whole was fairly solid. So I'm going to give him... I gave Walker a 6. So seeing as he gave away the ball for the goal, I'm going to go a 5 for Dyer. The other centre-back, Mings, I didn't really have much to say, really. He had a solid game. didn't really do anything wrong, did nothing really that stood out. So yeah, 6, solid 6 for Mings. Now we've got Chilwell, got injured after 37 minutes. Other than that, I didn't feel like he was really doing much wrong. Again, solid, unspectacular, but pushed on well. I liked how both fullbacks were really kind of pushing on, putting them under pressure. So that was better than what we've seen in previous weeks where it's looked more like a back five. So I'm going to give him a 6 as well, even though he's only played 37 minutes. It'd be unfair to give him any less. Saka, who's replaced him, again solid defensively. Didn't do much. I didn't think he did. He had a good game, but I don't think he did much different to what Chilwell brought to the table. So I'm going to give him a 6 as well. On the other side, Trippier. Same to the other side, really. Same as the other fullbacks. Solid, pushing up higher to get them kind of push back. So that was really good. I'm going to give him another solid 6 as well. Not really much else to say. Into central midfield. Got Henderson. I liked how he just kind of plugs them gaps in between the kind of attacking players in the defence. Just like that shield in front of the defence. Keeps hold of the ball. Just like his movement in that position in defensive wise just kind of goes under the radar a little bit. Didn't really give the ball away or anything like that. Again, solid, unspectacular. I'm going to give him a 6 as well. And next to him was Rice. Similar to Henderson, kind of plugs some gaps. Typical defensive midfielder. Do we need both of them in there? No, not really. If that was me, I would probably put more of a creative player in there. So maybe a Foden, drop Mount in there maybe. That's what I would personally do. He gave away the free kick. Debatable whether it was a free kick or not, but nonetheless, he gave away the free kick. So I'm going to give him a 5. Into the forward positions, we've got I'm going to Grealish because he, in my opinion, was the best player on the pitch. It was dangerous every time he got on the ball. He was just finding that space in between the striker and the midfield, so them little pockets of space. He seemed to always have kind of acres of space. That might go under the radar a little bit, just like his movement to kind of pick up that space in little holes. He's able to get it on the half turn. So yeah, really good and really exciting watching him play. Best player on the pitch. I'm going to give him an 8. Now we've got, where is he? Mount. He had a quiet first half. You can tell he's a grafter. Presses well. It didn't really offer anything kind of creativity, or we were crying out for someone to kind of get him behind the fence. So he could have done that more. He could have pushed past Harry Kane a little bit more. I don't know if I've read the instructions from Southgate to try and get in them little gaps like Grealish as well. But yeah, we were crying out for someone just to run past Harry Kane, and he wasn't doing that. Harry Kane, I thought he was really good. His hold up play was really good. He's kind of link up plays really well. I remember when Wayne Rooney, back end of his career, he would try and do something similar, but he would get hold of the ball, slow up the game, slow up the counter attacks, and then play some switch ball. You don't really get that involved. You didn't really get that with Harry Kane. You can tell his game slightly changed, and he does try and play a little bit deeper, but his link-up play is a lot better. He does it without slowing up the game. A couple of occasions he got the ball, running with the ball. He was solid. Didn't get a goal. Solid, unspectacular. But other than Grealish, probably the second best player on the pitch. I'm going to give him a 7. Some of the subs. Where are they? Yeah, Winks. Time at half time didn't really do anything different than what Henderson would have done. So, in my opinion, unless he's injured, a bit of a pointless sub, really. Similar to the last two subs that come on that I mentioned at the start of the video. Southgate could have changed it, or it clearly wasn't working going forward. Brought on two new players. Calvert-Lewin could have quite easily played up front with Harry Kane, with Sancho being more of an attacking wing back. But no, he decided to go like for like, and it didn't really change much. I didn't have much time to affect it, so I'm going to give them both a 5. What do you think? I'm a little bit harsh with some of the low scores. Let me know down below what you would score the players and who would your man of the match be.